You are now observing the exterior of Wild Animal Park in San Diego.
Did you guys see those like horses? Stuff like horses.
Look at Daddy and see all the beautiful animals and everything. Look at Daddy. Can you wave at Daddy? Say hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Grandma's got her knickers on. Those are cute.
Well, I decided I was going to unveil my bad leg and all.
Yes, sir.
Here, let's get you untwisted.
Didn't you already get some?
Aunt Karen
No.
made it. Some for you.
I'll swallow it.
I swallowed it.
Too bad.
Adam never gave me any.
Too bad.
Mommy.
This is meant to be
Look at that little monkey.
Airman, you'll put it in my mouth.
Come on, guys.
Do you want one of these, Dad? I don't really want one.
Well,
I don't care if you want it.
this is where we leave all the kids that misbehave. Go. I don't know. We're just gonna walk through here. feel like he has to pay for everything.
Well, I don't think he does.
So if you were to lean up against them at any time during our tour, you would have a 6 to a 40-foot drop.
So don't do that.
At any time during the tour you would like to stand to better see the animals, we welcome that. We just ask, though, that you hold on to the handrails that are provided either in front or in the back. Sometimes I have to make sudden stops. We do come up against pretty good gusts of wind, so if you have any loose paraphernalia, caps, papers, babies, you might want to hold on to those. It's going to be a lively group this morning. I do want to remind you, though, the first 5 rows are the designated quiet zone, and I would like for the entire monorail to be conscientious of using hushed tones, not only as a courtesy to one another, but to the animals that are sometimes frightened. Okay, with all that having been said, sit back and enjoy yourself.
Back there.
African elephants have the larger ear and those long tusks and a sway back. We do have Asian elephants, but I don't see them. So we'll just look at our African elephants. See how they're throwing dirt on the back? Believe it or not, their skin is actually sensitive, and they're actually putting that dirt on their back to act as a sunscreen. You can see how flexible their trunk is. That trunk, no bones, but they do have 40,000 muscles. They use that trunk to bring food and water to their mouth. They also use it, of course, as we can see now, to put that dirt. Now, I had mentioned that our male elephant is in a barn by himself. There's a pretty good reason for that. All of these elephants that we're looking at right now are females, and they're a matriarchal society, and that means that they're ran by the oldest dominant elephant, or cow, and they only let the male elephant in, or the bull, during one time, breeding season. The animals do seem far away, and they are. But the good news is that's the farthest story they'll be. Here, this is East Africa, first world Pacific, and these are sheep buffalo. They don't look very aggressive, but they are very, very dangerous, and they have cost many men in their lives. Very aggressive animals. Sheep buffalo. I've never seen them this close, so we're lucky. We're going to leave East Africa, and on our right, we're going to be coming to a bear. They have big white patches on their rump, and the male has a beautiful set of antlers. These are actually elk. They come from the Soviet Union, and they're called Altai Wapiti. They get their name from their homeland, the Altai Mountains of Soviet Union. Look at those antlers, aren't they beautiful? If we could get closer, we'd see that those antlers are very fuzzy in texture, and that means that they're still growing. When they're still growing, it's called being in velvet. At this time, the animals know instinctively that if they were to fight, because the blood vessels are so close to the surface, they could possibly be wounded and even bleed to death. And that's why we see so many males so close to one another. They're letting those antlers grow. Antlers grow and then, of course, fall off in 1 year's time, whereas horns only grow once. We'll be seeing some animals along the way that have horns, and some of those horns have been broken off. Once a horn is broken, it doesn't grow back. Now, these antlers are really nice to have. They're not necessary, but they are beneficial. Very bright. But if they were in their native homeland of swamps and marshes, they'd live much better. They walk very, very slowly and very gingerly. They're a beautiful animal because they're so used to that swampy area. In the wild is 30. It's only because of captive breeding that we're able to have them at all with us. And you can see they're both resting. It's nice and cool still. The animal closest to animals need this dirt and rock area to feel secure. They like to tuck their little ones and try to camouflage into the rock areas. Now here's a better look at our nilgai over on the right-hand side, very far right. You can see that there are two different colored animals. The beautiful blue, that steel blue color, he's the male. And then the golden brown color, they're the female. There is great physical differences between male and female Persian gazelle and blacktails. The reason that they're called black buck is that the buck, the male animal, has a black coloration on his horns and on his back. But I do not see him right now.
Eastern Am.
Patterson's
Good morning. Welcome to the Bird Show. It's a beautiful day, and we're glad that you come out here and join us today. What we'd like to welcome you to is the Free Flying Bird Show, demonstrated right now by this green-winged macaw named Sylvester. He'll make a few more laps through the theater and then make his entrance into the rock behind me. Now, the whole idea of this show is to demonstrate some of the incredible free-flying abilities of the birds. The show was produced and put together by Mr. Ray Berwick and some very fine associates. We're going to bring things out right now and get things started. So if you will help me welcome a very talented associate, Mr. Kent Mahaffey.
Thank you very much. Sylvester's just going to fly around a couple more times and hopefully come in as soon as he wants to. That's the beauty of our show. They can just take off if they want to. At that point, we got to go after them. But we're going to start off with a very popular pair routine by the name of Bobby and Lolita. This is one half of that routine. His name is Bobby. He's a 40-year-old African gray parrot, and he's going to start off by being polite to everybody and greeting you all. So can you say hi, Bobby? Oh, that's not what I meant. There goes Sylvester. Hopefully this time as he comes around, he'll buzz the audience just a little bit closer and come right in. Maybe the door's not open backstage. There he goes. Looks like he's coming in for that lady right about now, or maybe not. Well, if you get bored with the show, just go ahead and watch him a couple more times. Maybe this time he's got to come in. He's low enough all the way down. That's Sylvester, our green-winged monkey. Okay, anyways, back to this little gray bird. Bobby, could you just say hello? Hello. That's better, okay. There is a partner to this routine, and her name is Lolita. She's a yellow-naped Amazon, and I think it's about time to bring her out because we've been keeping her backstage long enough. So, Bobby, if you're kind enough, give her a call. You can do that more politely. That's better. Well, during any part of this routine, if you happen to like anything, don't be afraid to show your appreciation by clapping. The birds really like it. Oh, I like that part. Well, since Lolita's here on time, why don't we have her say hello to everybody? Okay, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good.
Hello. Hello.
Now that Lolita's finished.
Hello.
Now that Lolita's finished saying hello to everybody, we're going to introduce these birds to you one at a time. So tell them your name. Bobby. Bobby. And what's your name? That second cup of coffee backstage. Well, just like all parents, these guys do animal imitations, and don't be afraid to clap for the ones that you like best. Bobby's going to go first with a barnyard chicken. Good. And he can even whinny like a horse. Attaboy. Thank you. Those are very well done. Thank you very much. And she has a couple also. Well, let's hear them. Okay. Could you bark? Bark! 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 That was a dog. And she can do a cat.
No.
Hey,
No.
two more. One more. Those were pretty good. Yeah, they were. Let's be modest about that. Okay, yeah, I think they were pretty good. Okay. Bobby's been working on this little imitation of a human cough. It's pretty good. A couple weeks ago,
actually,
really
if you thought those were good, then you'd probably think this new thing that she's been working on is good too.
It's Bobby's turn right now. You just had your turn. You did your animal imitations. We said they were good.
Well, you don't understand though. She's been working on something brand new just for today, just for the show.
That's great. Bobby's had this imitation of a human cough.
You're not going to ask me what it is? It's really good.
What is it?
It's a brand new song just for this show, and I think everyone will really like it.
I didn't know she sang.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's a really nice song.
A really good song?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Bobby's been working really hard on this imitation of a human cough.
Now, wait a second. I think everyone will really enjoy the song.
I don't think these people really want to hear a song. Go ahead. Here we go.
You can sing along if you want. Okay, here it comes. Second verse.
Boy. How many more verses are there?
38. Alright, here it comes. And the big finish. Gotta go. Lolita.
That was a really good song. That's great.
It is.
Everyone seemed to enjoy that song.
I did too. Really enjoyed it.
You look like you enjoyed that song. Is there any special reason?
Yeah, I wrote all the words.
She's laughing. You wrote all the words. She's laughing at your joke. That's pretty good. A bird with a sense of humor. Okay. The joke's done. Okay. Back to this little imitation that Bobby does. It's of a human cough. A couple weeks ago, we had this really cold weather, and at that time, Bobby had a cold, so he picked up a cough. And has a little bit of that cough right now, and he's going to share it with you right now. So, Bobby, can you cough? Bob, blow your nose. Well, Bobby also does something that's not quite as energetic as Lolita's, but it's just a little bit more cynical. Can you laugh? Well, it's time to say goodbye to Lolita, but before she leaves, we're going to have to make her work for it by saying her name.
Okay, ¿cómo se llama?
Politely. Louder. More politely. We still can't hear you. Not that loud. Once again, that's Lolita, the amazing Mr. Tony Giroli. What a guy. Well, we're going to try something with Bobby right now that's pretty impressive. It's what we call rapid fire. That's where we give Bobby a whole bunch of commands rapidly and randomly, and he fires them right back at us. And it's pretty impressive because it shows you how fast these birds can really think inside their little heads. So, Bobby, if you're ready, can you start off with that clicker? When do you like a horse? When do you like a horse? When do you like a horse? A chicken. Say hi, Bobby. Blow your nose. Laugh. Laugh. Pretty impressive so far, isn't it? Let's try that again. Remember these? They're seeds. Okay. A clicker. When do you like a horse? A clicker. A clicker. A clicker. Laugh. Say hi, Bobby. Say hi, Bobby. Cough. Laugh. Say hi, Bobby. Say hi, Bobby. When do you like a horse? Do a chicken. Cough. Blow your nose. Laugh. Give her a call. Politely. Say hello. And say goodbye. And goodbye. Rose-breasted cockatoos come from Australia, and in Australia they fly in large flocks or colonies of birds, sometimes numbering up to 200 or 300 at one time. Now, we don't have that many, but we do have one, and her name is Yo-Yo. With Yo-Yo, we like to demonstrate how graceful and intelligent one of these birds are in flight. But what I need first is a lucky volunteer. Somebody tall, somebody with some paper cash. All these hands went down. I need somebody tall. How about the lady back there with the money in her hand right there? You're all prepared. Okay, you can just stay right there. All I need is your cash. How much is that? $1? You can just sit right back there. No, I'm just playing. I'll take that dollar. Take that dollar bill and fold it in half. Alrighty. Now fold it in half once more. This time, fold that dollar bill into a square. Okay. Now fold it into a polylunar tetrahedron. Now the square will be just fine. Hold it between your thumb and your forefinger in your right hand and hold your arm straight out to your side, just like that. And hold really still because we like to direct everyone's attention to our helium balloon 500 feet above us because here comes the Yo-Yo.
Way up there.
There's the door. Here's the bird. She's a great flyer, but she never seems to go in a straight line. Hey, Yo-Yo, we've got a volunteer up here with a whole dollar. She's in the left center section. No, the left section. You're going to have to come all the way down here and find her. She's to your left. Up top. Here you go. Go ahead, raise your arm up and down once or twice so she can get a good look at you. All the way up here. Yo-Yo, she's right up there. Do you see her? Go find her. Pick that dollar bill up. Bring it all the way back. And put it in the right bucket. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, good girl. I told you they're intelligent and graceful up there. Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day here at the Wild Animal Park. Who'd like to try it over here with a 20? No. Do you want a $2 bill back? Sure. Okay, go ahead, stand up. This time it's going to be a little different. I'll need your left arm out to your side and your right arm. We need them both. Okay, now flap real hard and fly down here and leave your I'm just playing. Go ahead, put your right arm out to your side with your palm flat up, just like this. Delia's going to fly to your arm and put the money in your hand. When she does, lightly close your fingers over the money. These birds can also talk. Can you say something? Can you whistle? That girl, put that dollar bill back in her hand. That girl, that's Yo-Yo, our Rose Presley stocking tail. This is going to be ostrich eggs. Now these birds have learned that inside one of these ostrich eggs, there's a big proportion of food waiting for them inside. And all they have to do is get into that egg. But the difficult part is breaking it open. Well, what Tiba here has just done is put a hole in that egg. If that was a real ostrich egg, what he would do is wait for the yolk to come right out. He broke it open just like that with no problem at all. I don't know if you can see that. You can clap now. That's about as good as it gets. You're all done. Now, what's unusual about this is that this is an animal actually using a tool, which is this rock, to get it open into something like an egg. And it's rarely seen in the animal world. Otters will sometimes use rocks to get into the abalone shells. This is the only known bird known to pick up a rock, actually, and throw it at an egg and get what's inside of it. Now, he is a regular vulture, so he's got a flat walking foot. We're very proud of him, and he's very new. His name is Tiba. He's an Egyptian theater, so everyone can get a good look at him. Now, Mo does belong to the falcon family, but he has different characteristics of falcons. He's the only known North American falcon to actually build a nest. Most falcons won't do that. They'll either use a cliff from a rock, use a hedge, they'll use a big rock and put their nest up there and lay their eggs. Here comes Mo. Now, what's also different about Mo is that he doesn't look like a normal falcon. Usually falcons are a lot smaller and more streamlined, built for taking turns in there. They're very fast flyers. Mo's not too fast. In a stupor dive, he can only go about 20 miles an hour. If he went any faster, his feathers would just fall right off. Now, another big difference about Mo is his feet. He doesn't have a strong foot such as a falcon. This is a bird that will actually just walk on the ground and go after things that have been dead. I guess it's a lot easier for him to catch. Now, Mo has a much different beak design compared to most hawks and falcons. Usually the beak is more curved and pointy, made for ripping and tearing at their food. His beak is fat, made for pitching power for grabbing his prey. Now, we named him Mo because we thought he looked like the guy from the Three Stooges with this nice haircut right here. Now, if you want to get a real close look at Mo or some of our other birds of prey, we'll be having a photo session or a walk right outside of the theater at 11:30. We'll have 4 or 5 birds perched out there and a trainer to answer any questions that you might have. So if you have a camera, that would be a great opportunity to take some great pictures and ask those questions that you might have. Let's have a nice hand for our volunteers and Mo.
So, later she was confiscated by the Fish and Wildlife Service and then turned over to us for use on an educational basis, so that we can give you a close look at a golden eagle and tell you some things about them. The golden eagle gets its name from the golden colored feathers that you see located on the back of Diana's neck. This bird weighs 9 pounds, and she has a wingspan of over 6 feet. Eagles are very beneficial in the wild, as are all birds of prey. They eat many small rodents, such as rats, mice, squirrels, and gophers. They'll eat snakes, and they're not above eating carrion either, so they do help keep the wild a little bit cleaner in that respect. Now, it's unfortunate, but researchers have found that of all the birds of prey hatched each year, 70% will not live to be 1 year old. That's partially due to natural causes, but largely due to human encroachment, loss of the bird's natural habitat, and due to the mere fact that so many of these beautiful birds are still shot and killed every year by someone who wants a closer look at that particular bird, or by someone who just wants something to shoot. Well, we hope that by bringing Diana and all of our birds before you today, by showing you how beautiful they are and telling you how beneficial they can be, we hope that you'll gain a greater understanding and thus a greater respect for all of the birds around you. Once again, her name is Diana, and she's a golden eagle. 90 miles an hour. And there he goes. Circle. Our hair. Let's up and the bird show. We hope you really enjoyed it. On behalf of our boys, fantastic critters, Mr. Kidman happy in the audience, Mr. Gretchen Brady, and myself, Tony Corley. We hope you have a nice day here at the park. Bye-bye, everybody.
I've got a chuckle smile.
Okay, Joni and I think we should go.
And I'm wearing sized at one point.
I want to ask you a question.
Mom, do I have chocolate on my face anywhere?
No, why? I'm dumping
What do you say? Where, bud? I don't know.
Oh, they're nice. Look at the flamingos. See the flamingos?
Yeah.
They stand on one leg.
Yes, there's one leg.
See them standing there? One leg? Want to go over there and look at them?
Yeah.
Flamingo.